Of course, it switched back to default. All right, hit OK. There we go. It wasn't muted. It switched back to a different setting, a no input basically. And I got to clear the board from last week. Oh, I know. I'm running an hour behind on what I normally got getting done. So I've been sick the last few days. We got Ron's box. Man, everything I said was muted. All right, we got Ron's box. I got that ready to go. We're gonna kick the stream off with uh, the end of month giveaway and end of stream giveaway. Getting prizes added to those. So if I can get a number of shuffles between 1 and 10, I'll take the first two numbers in chat. First number will be for the end of month. Second number will be for the end of stream. Apologies again for the lack of sound at the beginning. So we're going to do 5 and then 1. So I've got Ron Pearce's box. We're just doing the one box today. Ron Pearce, I got your box right behind me, ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and do this. 5 shuffles for the end of month. All right. Yeah, I'm running well behind right now. All right, 5 shuffles after we make that a quarter ounce. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Adding to the end of month is going to be a War Pickle. War Pickle. All right, and then we had, boom. Oh, I can't remember now, so I'll just do this real quick. 1 shuffle adds to the EOS. All right, it's going to be a Wheatie and the bonus wheel. So we'll do 1 shuffle on the bonus wheel. Come on, bonus wheel. And it's going to be a 2024P nickel. All right. So I did get some 2024D nickels in from Jolly Roger AR. So I'd like to thank him for that. We did a trade. I sent him a roll of 2024P for a roll of Denver Mint. All right. All right. We got EOS started. We got the end of month taken care of, with the exception of, let's go ahead and add that War Pickle in the envelope. And it's going to be a Philly minted 1945 War Pickle. We'll get that in the envelope. There we go. Now that's set aside for the rest of the month. All right. EOS is started. I got the 25 likes filled out. Running a little behind, but I do need to clear the desk of a few things, so that's what I'm going to start with. I was going through some quarters the other night, and this is not a major variety or anything like that, but we have the Zicala quarter, and this is going to be a DDR minor variety. You can see it is really hard to see with this light. It is pure sunlight. Um, so on the lower left of her, well, her right, there's extra metal there. I may just have to do that when it's not so bright out. All right. Lord. So got a 2009 Canadian quarter. We've got I'll just leave the scope small. Die chip quarter to add. Big old die chip to the left of that metal there. And a tiny one between the C&E and cents. And then lastly, No, not lastly. Lastly for the quarters. This quarter was pretty beat up, so that's going to go into charity chest funds. And coins like this, I double the value once we do um, purchases for the charity auction. So that is 50 cents going into that charity chest. We'll get that in there now. Boom. That's taken care of. The box that was no good. I'd say no good. The box that did not look good. Last week I hunted it. We got 3 NIFCs. Nothing impressive there. 2010 Denver, 2019 Denver, and a 2009 Denver with the Ring of Death. But I did get a pretty beat up 1974D, and that is the DDO. Plain as day. Mostly in the R, plain as day, but and in the 4. I don't even think I even looked at the 4. I just saw it and set it aside. So 4 finds out of that box, no silver. We got Ron's box. We know it has silver. We know it has proofs and satin finish and NIFCs. I'm going to get that going here very shortly. Um, let's see. My bank did not get halves in because the vault manager was out. So the branch manager did the coin order, and instead of ordering me halves, she ordered like 10 boxes of nickels. Um, they are all 2025s. So, yet again, no nickel battle. Trying to get through all these. I swear, they've got like a pallet of 2025s that they're pulling off of. All right, Ron's box. Ron, I never put it in a better box for you. I do have to update the board from last week. Um, before we get going, I got to update the silver price. I'm just super behind, so just bear with me. I know silver is well up over 58.27. We actually hit 65 before it dropped back down Friday. I'm thankful that it dropped before I went to the LCS because I think they had me at 61.04 um, was the silver price they were going off of. So let's update that. Last week we were at 58.27. This week we are at 61.87. Well, that being said, I will at the beginning of the year be making a change again to how I do the boxes and how much I charge for no frills. Um, let's see. All right, the board is correct. I just gotta change the bottom. Wrong bottom. There we go. So we're gonna clear the board, get into Ron's box. Whoops. So I know it says thank you, William E. That was his box last week. We had Cami King the week before. Lots of proofs, lots of NIFCs, lots of satin finish coins. There we go. Thank you, Ron Pearce. There we go. That is all set now. Think I'm caught up. Hey, PTF stacking. So I did go through and say good morning to everybody, but my mic wasn't on. So, morning, Vinny, Captain Vic, Ronald Pierce, William E., Tyrone Odin, Michael Martin, Perry Martin, BH Ringer, KJ in Ohio, Maple Leaf Numismatics. Who else do we got here? I know there was somebody else. I know there was somebody I was missing. Cami King, Scrap Metal Racing. I think that covered everybody. Yeah, I covered everybody that said something in chat. So good to see you all. Good morning, Joe. All right, we're gonna open Ron's box. Well, we previewed it on Sunday last week after we finished William E's box, and we did find a silver ender, which is in roll number 50. And I don't even have the bin out and ready. So usually I get all my prep together between 10 and 11, but wasn't able to do that today. It's been a minute. All right, good enough. There we go. So there is roll number 50. So we are going to have silver on the board. 1970 Denver right there. We got proofs, NIFCs, satin finish enders. So it's going to take a minute to get through this box again. And we will get rolling as soon as I move this out of my way. There we go. The box did not fall apart. Roll number 3 is going to have a proof ender. I think what we had done is went through and flipped it so all enders were facing up, although some of them had dual enders. Yeah. I don't even have my screwdriver ready. Ron, when we get through with your box, I do have some 1 ounce choices for you. BH Ringer dropping the streams into chat. Make sure you're checking those out if you got the time. See if that fits into your schedule. And we're going to kick this off with roll number 1. Ooh. Roll number 1 has probably lots of finds right there. No silver, but lots of finds. Oh, that's okay. I'll make it work. Actually, you know what? Before I get into this, let me grab one more thing to get going. All right, good to go. And I lost my camera. Yeah, totally lost the camera. It completely froze. Let's okay, so it's not that, it's the camera itself. Yeah, 'cause it's still got audio going through, I believe. Let me try. Yeah, completely frozen. I can turn it off and on. That's a new one. Doesn't do that. Let's see. Exit that. I'm checking it all. No, that's not the issue. Okay. Let's see. And there we go. I'm gonna move ports. I don't think that's the case either. May have to restart the device through the computer. All right. That. Yeah, it's not even finding the, oh, there it is. Okay, so it's an issue with OBS. OBS has stopped pulling from the camera because it's, I got the camera pulled up separately. Let me see if I can, fix that. Properties. Okay, still good there. I'm gonna do, switch it to the microscope, and then switch it back to the webcam. All right, yay! I fixed it. uh, Hopefully no more delays. Let's see, let's move a couple of those lights. All right, roll number 1. We'll get there. Let's bring you guys a little closer. That's better. So we're already kicking off with a 74D. It's not going to be the DDO. I'll throw it under the scope anyways. NIFC number 1, 2005, Denver. Oh, so sorry I had to sneeze. Decided to mute that. My sneezes are fairly loud. That is a nice 1973 Philly. 2013 Denver NIFC. Lots of spots on that one. Second NIFC. It's just an 85. Here we go. An uglier proof. Oh no. Ron, you're getting the ugly proofs. 81. The reverse looks nice though. Yeah, 2006 Denver. 2006 Denver. 2005 Philly. 2003 Denver. 03 Denver. 04 Denver. And here's another proof. You got the 1973 proof there. And a 72 Philly to put under the scope. So the board is going to look like this. 2 proofs. I do need to go through these, see which ones are satin finish and which ones aren't. I don't think we had any, but we did not. Okay. 8 NIFCs, 2 proofs out of roll number 1. Ugh. So I don't remember what part I said while I was muted and what part I didn't, but I've been sick the last few days. So bear with me here. We'll get through the box. Hey, Colonel's collecting and detecting, and we're already at 25 likes. Nice. I appreciate that, you all. And VH Ringer says OBS Studio had an update today. Of course they did. All right. So it's like, let's break your stuff before you use it. Roll number 2. No silver, but lots to look at. 05 Philly. There's another proof. 1979. That looks a little better. If I can get it to focus. There we go. May have to just update this after like 5 rolls. 2019 Philly. 2006. There we go. That's satin finish, and I'm pretty sure that 05 was satin finish. Yes. So 83 Philly. That FG is there. Satin finish 06 Philly. 2001 proof. '83. That's there. 03P NIFC. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna, let's see, 3 satin finishes. Gonna make miscellaneous. 2 NIFCs. We're already up to 10. And 2 more proofs. There we go. And we got another proof right here. Roll number 3. Sorry, Ron. You're feeling yucky too. Just feeling awful together. Alright, mine started from being like overworked. Roll number 3 gives us that proof from 2004 and 2001. It's 2 proofs to kick it off. I see more in there. Woo! Tone Bicentennial. 2007 Denver NIFC. I'll get that 25 likes giveaway going soon. Another NIFC 2016. 73 Denver to check out. There's another proof. 1973. And another proof. 1974. And then a 71D to get under the scope. So that was 4 proofs in that roll. Puts us at 8. 12 NIFCs. Let's get that giveaway going. Alright, 25 likes is open. Go ahead and get in on that. Just type 25 likes in the chat. And then PTF says the 81 proof has 2 varieties. Not easy to tell unless in higher grades. I don't think we got an 81, did we? Yeah, we did. That was the first one there. So that's interesting. I didn't know that. Though I don't see a whole lot of proofs to look at that, but here's the 81. I think the only issue with it is the discoloration. Roll number 4. I think we got silver. I think. So we got it at the end of the box for sure. I could be wrong though. Could just be one of those fakers. Yeah, it's a faker. Don't listen to me. No silver. That is a weirdly toned 72D. I thought we had silver there. I thought we had a 40%er. We don't. 72D's got the FG and a rainbow. Can you see the rainbow? Doesn't show up that well on camera. There we go. It's a little better if I put it down here. Interesting. 83. Hey, look, an 87. Here's an NIFC again. 1987. 73D, looking beautiful. We'll check that out. Some more rainbow toning on a 1992. Yeah, another NIFC 2016 Philly. I'm gonna move that 87. There we go. 72D's got the FG, another 2016 Philly. And another 2016 Philly. Satin finish 06 Denver times 1 NIFC 06 Denver and an 05 Denver of the satin finish variety. 5 NIFCs to add. All right. Roll number 5. We'll get the 25 likes giveaway done right after this roll. Hey, T-Rep, how's it going? And then PTS says the hair above the ear heavily accented and lightened on the 81 proof variety. So we may look into that later. And we're going to do this roll and do the 25 likes giveaway. So make sure you're entered into that. Type 25 likes in the chats. There's an NIFC, 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 proof 73, 72D, not the no FG. We got to scope coins before we do the giveaway. If I keep saying NIFC every time I find one, I'm going to run out of voice. So 2013 proof. I'll just save it for the end. This thing is full of it. My goodness. All right. 2 proofs, satin finish. Get that added real quick. Already at 10 proofs. And then 8 NIFCs. Add that to make that 25. All right, we're going to scope some coin real quick, and we're going to do that 25 likes giveaway. Hey, Jolly Roger. Hey, Chris Helms. Welcome in. Not feeling the greatest today. Well, I haven't been since Thursday. And of course, this is a box where every other coin is a find, it seems like. Nothing on the 74s. Couple nice 73s. Come on, DDOs. Be nice to find them on the nice coins. But we don't. Oh, me too, Jolly Roger. Me too. Uh, 16 entries so far on the 25 likes giveaway. And we've got 3 coins left, including this one here. It's just so bright. I can't do anything about it. All right, that's going to do it for the first 5 rolls. We'll get rolls 6 through 10 out. Last chance to get in on the 25 likes giveaway. So looking like 3 enders there. 4. Maybe 5. All right, drawing the 25 likes winner, 17 entries. Good luck, everyone. Picking a winner in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. BH Ringer, congratulations on winning the 25 likes giveaway. Just let me know how many shuffles you'd like, good sir. Um, 3, please, he says. We'll do 1, 2, 3. A 90% dime. So you get 90% of a dime. No, I'm just kidding. You get a dime, which means you get a spin on the dime wheel. 3 shuffles there. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what's it gonna land on. And we got rosies. I got more rosies. All right, BH Ringer, congratulations. You get a 1964 Rosie dime minted in Denver. 90% silver. That's like $4 now almost. All right. Rosie dime. If I can get a number of shuffles in chat between 1 and 10, we will add to the EOS. Oh. There we go. I can write, I promise. And while we're getting that, I'm going to add to the end of the month giveaway a name. All right. Save that. 2 shuffles. There we go. 1, 2. Add to that EOS. Thanks, Ron, for the shuffles. Looks like we're going to get a War Pickle. let's get that knocked out. And we never did grab the Wheatie. The 2024 nickel, I'll flip up later. Let's grab that Wheatie from earlier. I said, there we go. All right, we'll start with the Wheatie since that was first. 1944 Philly. And then we got a 1944 War Pickle, minted in Philly. 244 Phillies and a 24 Philly. All right. Here we go. That's funny, Jolly Roger. All right. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the wrong thing. We're good. I thought we were frozen again. All right. And like I said, I'm not going to call out every NIFC and satin finish. I'll call out the proofs. Because from these boxes, well, the NIFCs are what we expect. Yeah, there's some interesting toning in this box, though. Could almost make a rainbow book. That's just a 1980 Philly. Here's proof, 1974. Well, that roll didn't have a lot in it, comparatively. 3 NIFCs, 2 satin finish, and 1 proof. We're halfway to the 22 proofs we've gotten in each of the last 2 boxes. And 2 satin finish. And then Ron, I got your, I know you're not feeling well and I'm not feeling well. So if we want to go over what you're holding on to from your box, what you need, if you want to do that on the phone, we can do that. That is up to you. We could do that here on the stream. I'm going to have you pick your silver here on the stream. That's easier. All right, no silver again. All right, we got started off the roll with 3 NIFCs and a 77D. Woo! We'll scope that at the end of the box as we do. And there's a toned up proof. So Ron, looks like you've got the toner box. $20.23. What's that doing in here? All right, that roll is going to give us a proof, a satin finish, and 6 NIFCs. All right, Ron says we could text later. That works. And due to the amount of sun I'm unable to avoid, uh, I will be taking another look at the NIFCs and separating, making sure I've got all the satin finishes separated. I just realized I'm opening the rolls back here instead of up here. It's going to be easy to run out of room with these boxes. All right, 71, 81. Hey, 73, we can look at that. Another rainbow toner. There we go, NIFC, NIFC. Proof, 1979, NIFC, NIFC. Proof, 1988. Little milky on that proof. NIFC, satin finish. Proof from 1974. And there we go. Update for that roll. 5 NIFCs, making our total of 39. One more satin finish, giving us 10. And 3 more proofs. We're up to 15. Satin, NIFC, proof. Chris Helms just has that ready to go. Ron says, "Yeah, I think I overworked myself this week. I was in the same boat. Very overworked, and my body's like, no, just don't do anything. But I've had to do stuff every day. Dang it. All right. No silver again. Although from these boxes, haven't expected much in the way of silver. Here's a satin. NIFC. Oh, another NIFC. Not the NOFG. 89 proof. Satin. That's going to do it there. Proof 2 and 2. Running out of space already. Roll number 10. Oh no. The other P came later. Yep. Opening rolls and knocking over NIFCs. We don't want that. Alright, no silver again. A lot of thick edges though. The one with paint on it. Alright, let's move the camera. I need more space. There we go. NIFC. NIFC. Proof 77. Proof 74. Proof, there it is. No, 04 NIFC. 79 proof. So we got 3 proofs, 3 NIFCs in that roll. There we go, maybe. Apologies, I am making more room. Hardly throwing anything in the discard bin. Alright, 5 more rolls. Alright, so we got satin finish ender. That looks like a 2019 maybe. Another satin finish ender, but it's got the ring of death. And another satin finish ender. Look at all that. Alright. No enders on this roll. Means all the goodies are in the middle. I don't think we've had a dead roll yet this box. Alright, NIFC. Satin finish. NIFC. Satin finish. 2024 D. I can look at his lip. No star on the lip. NIFC. NIFC. Toner. Toner. NIFC. 83. Nope. Got the FG on there. 5 NIFCs. Get that added. And 2 satin finish. Lisa D, how's it going? Hey, Copper Owl Coins is in the house too. Good to see y'all. Welcome in. My voice is gonna go in and out. And this is the ugliest roll we've seen yet. But we do kick it off with Ring of Death, NIFC, 2016 NIFC. $73D. Now, I really think whatever collection this is from, they had like at least 2 rolls of every year in mint. All right, 2 NIFCs. Actually, that's a satin finish in a NIFC. 1 and 1 on that roll. Gives us 50 NIFCs. Yep, already 19 proofs. Only 3 more to tie the 22 record we're at, which we got in each of the last 2 boxes. All right, looks like we're gonna get there. Because there's another proof right here. Another 1977. And here's another proof right next to it, 2001. Satin finish. Another 1987. And another NIFC. 2 NIFCs. Satin finish and 2 proofs. We are at 21 proofs. Satin finish. I'm going to start a new stack. NIFC. 87 NIFC. I put that about with its little friend. Ooh, is Copper Owl Coins planning on making nickel mats? All right, here we go. Otis Cauldron, I missed you coming in, but good morning. Sorry about that. Come on. I'm struggling today. More than most. These rolls are getting uglier, Ron. All right, satin finish Ring of Death. It's a shame. Satin finish, no Ring of Death. Your second 77D, you just need 3 more to get the bonus 40. Oh, that was one thing I forgot to mention was the box that I hunted had like 8 77Ds in it. No DDOs, but that didn't count for anything. I guess that means I get a bonus 40%er. Alright, so... Uh-oh. Let's Control Z that. There we go. 2 satin finish coins. Roll number 15. Hey, Crummy, welcome in. Yeah, nice. 8 inches of snow. We got about an inch of snow with a layer of grapple on top of it. And it was 7 degrees when I took my daughter to her grandparents. Alright, so we got satin finish. NIFC. And that's what we got out of that roll. And we got some coins to scope as well. So satin finish and NIFC. Let's get those under the scope. This 23 has been marked. This one has not. Couple of 73s. Some nice ones at that. But neither are the DDO. 72. And a bunch of 71s. Crummy had a epic 2-box nickel hunt this week. 11 war pickles. Yeah, it's probably polished. 42p. Also got AU Buffalo and 1911 V nickel, plus a bunch of other goodies. That is awesome, Crummy. And then, wait, who said whose birthday? Oh, it's a question. Woo! Ugly 71 here. I can't tell. I think we got it. Let me empty my hand. That could just be. It's so hard to tell in this lighting. Get my fingers on it. Think we got a DDO. Let's do this. I think that's it. I've also got a lot of sinus pressure building up right this moment. Just kind of out of nowhere. So I can't tell with the lighting, but because I'm semi-convinced, I'm going to wait. I'm going to set that off to the side. Keep moving. We'll go back to it. There's just too much shine on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Going around, welcome in. All right. Guess we can get into the next 5 rolls. So we got another satin finish ender there. That's it for enders in this set of 5. Let's see what we got. That is not a proofer. Dang. We got 2 NIFCs, 3 NIFCs, in that roll. Putting this at 56. I don't see anything proof looking on the edges here. Just need one more to tie 22. There's another satin finish from 09, followed up by a second one. 2023. And another NIFC. That was a funny sound. I'll come back to that. Had it just been the way it hit. Dang. Alright. 1 NIFC, 2 satin finish to add to the board. Another satin finish right there. Hopefully no ring of death. No ring of death. Yay! There's a NIFC. Another 87, a second NIFC. Well, a third. Another satin finish. I accidentally put that 1 on the stack. That'll mess up the count. Where'd the proofs go? 2 NIFCs, 2 satin, 3 NIFCs, 2 satin finish. And 23. That is not 23. There we go. So that's our third 87 of the box. There we go. Let's go, proofers. You gotta beat that record. I think we're gonna tie it right here. I think. Could be wrong. I've been wrong. Nice 71. A NIFC. Satin finish. Satin finish. 74. Another nicer 71. Here is our 22nd proof of the box. This is a 2006, followed by another NIFC, another NIFC, 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 and that does it there. Five NIFCs and 2 satin finish. And a proof. Wayne Pinnacum, long time no see, man. Good to have you in here. My finger's struggling. There we go. I'm also not looking. All right. Let's see what else we got in these rolls. NIFC, satin, NIFC, satin, 72D. That FG is there though. Satin finish. 23. Three satin finish and 2 NIFCs. Next set of rolls. It's going to give us another proof. Once we finish these rolls, that'll be the halfway point on the box. This is proof ender right there. And I'm pretty sure we got more proof enders coming up. We got a satin finish ender here. So Ron, your box beat the proof record of 22. All right. Wrong way. Let's try that way. There we go. Oh, I forgot the scope coins. That's okay. I'll just do it on the next set of 5. NIFC. Satin. Proofer. 86. NIFC. Wait. Is that satin finish? That one's worn off enough. There we go. NIFC. Yeah, let's make sure that's right. I'm going to call this a dirty NIFC and that a satin finish. There we go. And the last satin finish, a little dinged up, but no ring of death. That roll had 1 proof, 4 NIFCs, 2 satin finish. And our record-breaking proof there, the 1986. Morning, Robert Bruce. Welcome in. Keep on keeping on, Wayne. No. All right. Satin finish. NIFC. NIFC. Proof. 1989. NIFC. Satin finish. Nope. NIFC. Sorry. It's the lighting sometimes. NIFC. 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 That's going to do it on that roll. Three, 6, 7 more NIFCs to add. .24 proofs. And a satin finish. All right. Let's see, can I get overall view of Ron's pile of coins so far? Mostly. I think I can probably do this. Ron's pile of coins. Just checking in on him. Bring that back down. That looks reasonable. Ooh, too reasonable. There we go. Sad to hear about that, Robert Bruce. A string of those recently. All right, orange edges. I mean, we want some more silver besides what's in roll number 50. Is that too much to ask? All right, satin finish. NIFC. Not the NIFC. 2 fines in that one. Come on. NIFC satin finish. 2 and 79. All right, we got another proof ender. Let's hope we don't have a ring of death. These have been some nice. Oh, they caught him early this morning. That's good. Let's see. No silver. That might be my thumbprint from the roll. I don't know. But no ring of death. It's just another 2001 proof, though. for Philly, not what we want to look at. Oh 09. All right, next up. Then I'll add those to the board after this roll. Got some scoping to do. Oh yeah, it's been a fun few boxes there, Wayne. Fun few boxes. Here's another ugly proof. 1989. NIFC. NIFC. Alright, let's update the board. Scope some coins. 2 NIFCs, a satin finish, and 2 proofs. Alright, we are at the halfway point on the box. Only an hour into the stream, so it looks like I've got this whole proof box thing down. I think it took us a little longer than last time. Also, I think me being sick and just not wanting to say every single year in Mint has helped cut down on the time usage. Alright, checking out a 73 next. Got a couple of 72s and a handful of 71s. Whole lot less to scope in these boxes too. Just due to being sick, if I do finish the box sooner rather than later, I am going to take something for the sinus pressure though. I don't have nickels for a nickel battle. I do have like 5 rolls of customer wrap quarters to keep being disappointed with. I could do that. May cut it off soon, sooner than normal. We'll see. Let's try to get a better bead on that 71 we were looking at earlier. Get it figured out. I know between what William E. and Cami King's box, I think William E. was sending her, or we were sending, William E. gave up some of his finds for Cami, so she ended up with a couple rolls of the NIFCs and proofs, and this is another one that I don't think it's it, but because the light is making it impossible to tell, I'll look at it later. I don't want to say, hey, we found one, and we didn't. This is looking the same way. It's like the light on my scope's all the way down. This is all sunlight. It's, honestly, with my headache, that's making it even harder to look at. All right. We're going to get the next 5 rolls out. I'm going to take a quick break to, well, quick, maybe like 5 minutes. The sinus pressure is really beginning to be too much. So coming up, we do have more NIFC enders. Just double check, make sure I didn't mess up on flipping those rolls. So there's still plenty of finds to be had. This is one of those double-ended rolls right there. Also, roll number 50, guaranteed silver on the end. So we'll be doing that when we come back. Sorry, Robert Bruce. But in the meantime, yeah. That's a lot of proofs right there. That's all the proofs so far. All 26 of them. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, 26. Just making sure. All right, I'll be back shortly. All right, I am back. Pick up the proofs. All right, got some more medicine in me. The cat has her treats. She's still going to howl at the water when she gets to it. That's okay. Let's see if we can find some extra silver in the box. You have a good day too, Wayne. I appreciate you stopping in. It was really good to see you. Really good to see you, man. All right. Let's find something. Oh, there we go. Another 77. That's number 3. There's a 2005, 2009, both satin finish. That's a Philly. Is this the no FG? Oh, no. It's right there. Dang it. Couple of satin finish to add to the board. Bringing our total to 35 for this box. Not much variety in it, but it's there. So it leads me to believe there's more boxes out there. We've got more of these satin finish and these proofs. So we got another proof ender right here coming up. Except I wasn't ready to grab those rolls, so I'm gonna put those back. I've still got rolls on the desk here. Whew, right in front of me. This roll and 3 more before I get to those 5. Goodness. 71 and 73. There we go. That's a new one. VUT. New initials there. Whoever VUT is. Yeah. Our first roll without a find. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. This roll looks... Actually, this one and the next one. I'm going to weigh them real quick off camera. Because I think it's light. No, it's not. Next one. Also not. Okay. I can't remember. I might have weighed them last week. Alright, looks like this one's going to have some finds in it. Let's see what they are. Another satin finish. Toned bicentennial again. An NIFC. Satin finish. NIFC. And those nice edges were the 2000 coins. NIFC again. That's it for that roll. 2 satins, 3 NIFCs. think this is a NIFC ender. So let's go this way with it. Oh, that's just green around the rim of the coin there. Yep, NIFC 2002. 2003. Ooh, a 74. Yay, something to look at. Very toned. 95. And a proof. 1974. Satin finish. To finish the finds for that roll. '86 NIFCs. 38 satin finish, and our 27th proof. The 1974S. Alright, this NIFC ender has the Ring of Death. Then we have another ender on the other end. And I hope everybody's doing better than me this morning. At least staying warm out there. There's a good chunk of us in some pretty cold temperatures. Let's see more proofs. NIFC, satin finish, proof 79, proof 05, NIFC, 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 proof 88, proof 05, NIFC, and another NIFC. So that roll had 6 NIFCs, 4 proofs, and a satin finish. Whoops. Running out of room. All right, now I'm going to scope these. We got 36 likes. All right, we still have a hunt giveaway to do and a string giveaway. That was our 74, 73, and the 72. Brian Robinson, hello. Hope you're doing all right today. All right, got more 71s to look at. Oh, see, this one's looking exactly the same, and it's hard for me to tell. I don't think it's it. Then again, I need to look at this under better lighting conditions. So it's going to get set aside. Try that again. Ooh. Yeah, that sounds chilly, Lisa. We're in the single digits here, but on the positive side of the Fahrenheit thermometer. All right, last of the 71, then I can pull out the rolls with the proof ender. All right. We got 20 rolls left, including the 5 you're about to see. All right, so there's that proof ender again. Just realized I put them back in the wrong order. Oop. There we go. See what that ender was. Nope, that ender was not an ender. It was a 2000. But we got an 88 proof. And a 2016 D out of that roll. $32 proofs. And an O2. Got partial ring of death on it. I can't tell what that end is right there. So goodness, still no silver. O2 followed by a satin finish. NIFC, satin finish. NIFC, satin finish. NIFC. Whoops, wrong pile. 73D. Another NIFC. I did it again. Another NIFC. And lastly, another NIFC. So 3 satin finish. Finish that out at 42. Not finish it out. NIFC's in that roll. 8. Puts us at 101 NIFCs on the box. Goodness gracious. JC likes Pam. And here's another NIFC. Oh, that's just an 01 on that end. Now you can pull almost the whole collection out of this box. It'd be done. Yeah, I'm with Lisa D on that. I'm a Packers fan. All right, here we go. Ring of Death on that NIFC. Whoop, 83. Nope, not the NOG. Here we go. Another NIFC, 2010. 2016 again. Here's a proof from 01. 2016 NIFC. Satin finish. Another 2016. 73 proof. $73D. And, ooh, that is a nice 71D. That does it for that roll there. Let's see, where are we at? NIFCs, I'll do that first. 5. Proofs, we're at 34. And one more satin finish. 43 of those. All right, proof ender. Haha, thanks, Lisa D. No silver. NIFC, followed by an identical one, 03, satin finish, and we got a proof in the middle, an 88, your fourth 77D, another proof, 89, right behind that, a discolored proof, an 83, and lastly, that was an 87 proof as the ender with no ring of death. That roll had 4 proofs. 38 proofs total. NIFCs were 3. 109. And another satin finish. There we go. No ender here. See, I was raised as a Cowboys fan, but once I could choose my, old enough to make my own choices, I went with the Packers. All right, here is an NIFC from 06. Follow that with a satin finish from 07. 2013 NIFC. 73D to scope. 04 NIFC. And another 2016. Oh, man. 113 NIFCs. And 45 satin finish. Time to bust out the scope. Scope a few coins. Give myself some more space for a little bit. $73. It's not it. This 73 is not it. What about this one? This is the nicest looking one. Can it be it? Of course not. Why would it be? It's got 4 1971s to look at. I've got 4 set aside to double check. I don't think... It's got too much light going on. Setting that one aside. It does look extra thick, so I need to verify the markers. Right, 2 of these to go. That one's a possible. Nope. On those 2. Alright, 15 rolls left. So, ender-wise, we got a couple. Few. Okay, we got a few. Few enders here. Come on, silver. If we just put a 90 on the board, we know we got to fill the board because there's a 40 on the end. Nothing in this roll. Another 2016. Oh, there's a satin finish. 2004. Two and one. Already got an NIFC on this as an ender. Still no silver. NIFC, NIFC, NIFC again, NIFC, NIFC, NIFC. Oh my goodness. There we go. 6 NIFCs out of that. Still no silver. Oh, 02. We do have another proof. 1974. Satin finish. $12 rolls left in the box. Well, 2 of them are out of the box over here on the desk. No silver. This looks interesting. Let's see how interesting it is. We'll start with a NIFC. Follow it up with another one. And another one. And another one. And a proof from 81. Followed by a proof from 89. Followed by a proof from 82. Another proof from 89. Nice 74D. We'll scope out a little bit. An 02, an 04, and a satin finish. What was that? 4 proofs, 6 NIFCs, and a satin finish. All right, here we go. And still no silver. This roll's a lot worse than the last one. We kick it off with a satin finish. NIFC. Second NIFC. Here's a proof from 96. Updating the board. We now have twice as many proofs as we did in the last box, or the same amount of proofs as the last two boxes combined. All right, 130 on NIFCs and 49 on satin finish. NIFCs. And we're going to bust the scope back out. We got some coins to look at. Starting with the 2023. A really nice looking 74, which I didn't even peep, but it's not the DDO. Yeah, this is a lot of proofs. All right, let's check your 172 here. Cool. I don't know what I just clicked, but let's try that. And then, all right. Nothing on the 72, 471s. None as nice as the ones from earlier. We're going to start the end of hunt giveaway just a moment. And the ugliest coin. All right, let's get that giveaway rolling. Let's see. Yep. All right, we're going to start the end of hunt giveaway. Nope, we got to type it first. Start the end of hunt giveaway. So EOH, type that in the chat. And Cami King's first one in. That's picking y'all up all right. So we're going to do these last 10 rolls. All right, next 5. Well, these last 3 of those 5 have enders. It's a nice looking 73D on that end. But it does not look like it's got the DDO. And we've had a bunch of nice 73s out of these boxes. Come on, silver. No. Come on. Satin finish. NIFC. NIFC again. Tone 74D. We'll throw it under the scope, but I don't see it. Another nice 73. Another 2016. 3 more NIFCs and a satin finish. Super Nick Molinar, welcome in. We have busted our proof record. We've actually almost found as many in this box as we found all year. Focus. Still seeing no silver. I really hope that one ender is not the only one. 73. There is a proof from 2001. Another 77D. So Ron, you just hit the bonus. That's your 5th one. It's shocking. There's a NIFC. Another proof. This time from 2005. Just realized. There we go. Ring of Death, satin finish. Another satin finish. $52 of those so far. 53. I think it's got a touch of the death on it. This is just the 3rd and final sister box to this collection dump. Unfortunately, this collection dump hasn't had much in the way of silver, but it has had the 1970s in it. And your 07 there does have Ring of Death. But here is another proof, 2002. Let's see. Satin finish. 72 proof. Another NIFC. Satin finish. Another 1987 NIFC. And another 2016. Alright, so that's 4, turn to 5 NIFCs. 3 satin finish. So let's do that first. 2 proofs. We are 1 proof away. So that's 4 1987s in the box. I may just go through this on stream if y'all are interested in watching. Medicine I took for the sinus pressure, that's starting to ease up. So that's good. Yay. And we've got 5 rolls left. The last roll is a silver ender. Just really hoping to find some silver before we get there. There's a NIFC with Ring of Death. And we found all kind of toned ones. There's a 79 proof. Another NIFC. Ron, how you feeling, man? There's a satin finish. We're getting down to your last 5 rolls here. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is scope after those 5 rolls. Let's get your proof added. 49. All right, we found just as many proofs in this box as we found all year. 141 on NIFCs. And one more satin finish. Looking at 56. One Merc 9 passed through. What am I missing there, Vinny? I know we gave out the Rosie dime for the 25 likes for PH Ringer. And I think I'm missing something. All right, last 5 rolls right here. So we've got probably not an ender. Ender. Don't know. Don't know. And then we've got that last roll luck right here. 1970D. 40% silver half. So we found we found a 70S in each of the last 2 boxes. So I was kind of hoping to get the third one out of this one. We got a 69 proof out of William E's box. And then William E and Cami King, I got your guys' stuff sent out a little late. It was Friday. It is, I think, Friday. Yeah, Friday. I had to think about that. All right. No silver. 4 rolls to go. There's a NIFC and a proof from 73. 72D's got the FG on it. And a satin finish from 05 and 06. Satin from 09. 2006 NIFC. Another 73 proof. And a 24 Philly. We don't want the 24 Philly. So 3 satins. 2 NIFCs. And 2 proofs. Alright, next roll. Kicking off with that NIFC ender. Silverman 92, hello to you. Yeah, I apologize. It's just the week was so bad that it made me sick. Let's put it that way. But also your auction item that I had held on to before sending out your stuff is also in there, Cami. I don't even remember what it was. Alright, Ring of Death on that NIFC. Followed by a clean one. 2, 4 NIFCs so far in this roll. Make it 5. Nice 73. 05 proof. 6th NIFC. 7 and 8 NIFCs in the roll. 8 NIFCs and a proof in that roll. 52 proofs. 151 NIFCs. I'm just going to set them right there. At the end of hunt giveaway rolling. So I'm going to finish the hunt and do the giveaway. And then I didn't end up doing an EOS video. Just that's how rough this week was. I started it. Oh, that was a AFSP auction, Cammy. But the foreign coin. All right, I got you. 2 rolls to go. Another 2016 Philly NIFC. '03. And 2 finds in that roll. Second to last roll. No enders. No silver in this roll either. My goodness. All right, '03 there. '06. And '02. Nice 73D again. Another '03. 2016. 2008 satin finish. All right, last roll. That one had 5 NIFCs. And a satin finish. All right, here's that 40% half. Finally gets to see some silver out of the roll. Oh, no worries, Cami. No worries. And it looks like that's going to be our only silver of the whole box was the ender. And let's look at the edge of this thing. See if I can get it to pick up the edge. That is a 1970 Denver. It should be 40%, but this doesn't look 40% at all. Sound silver. .4 grams. Oh, I do still have 2 of those. Okay. And I did not pick up any more 90% halves. I spaced on it, to be honest. So a 90% half is going to weigh a little heavier. That one's 12.7. So it's 40% silver. It just does not look it. Well, I guess I owe you a 90%er. I'll get that out. So let's get the better of it amounts. Really need to get down there and get those. All right. Yes, the 70s are 40%. It didn't look 40% on the edge at all, so I wanted to see uh, if we were 40% or not. So there it is, 1970 Denver. It managed to escape the ring of death as far as I could tell. Still got a good cartwheel on it. And then I'll get through the rest of the roll, but there's your skunk 90. And then I'm going to owe you a 40 because you did get 5 77Ds so far. Satin finish. We still got some scoping to do. Ooh, an 83. Ah. 89 in nice shape. 71. There's an NIFC. Man, no more proofs. That is crazy. All right, let's get the satin finish and NIFC added. 60, no, not 601, 61 satin finish coins, 159 NIFCs, and 52 proofs, and 140% half. All right, so we're going to scope some coin, clear the board of those. Don't have many of them to really look at. I know it's crazy, Vinny. We got 2, 3. We got 3 of them. I know it's not the DDO. I just thought I saw something else, and I did not. These coins are just so new and shiny. So not the DDO. And here's the ugly one. Much easier to look at that. Not the DDO though. All right, 4 2023s. And we're going to do the EOH giveaway. So make sure you've gotten in on that. Type EOH in the chat. That's going to get you into the giveaway. Last chance. Last coin to scope of the box of the day, really. I got to go back and look at those 71s again. They're just, for current lighting conditions, they're too shiny. And that's across several different channels. That's awesome, Vinny. All right, yeah, it was an awesome hunt, so thank you, Ron, purchasing the box. I'm going to have to get you together with a flip for your 70 there. Oh, we didn't scope your 77s. Good news, everybody. You've got 5 more coins. You got 5 more coins worth of scoping to do. Sorry, I had a big sneeze sneak up on me. We got to get through those 77s. Actually, I'm gonna go right to left. One day we'll find that 77. Is it going to be today? All right, so future box hunts, we need to find 6 for the bonus 40. Future box hunts this month. So here's the bonus 40, Ron. And it's going to be a 19. Oh, no, you can't see it. 67. Bonus 40. For getting to the required 5 77Ds in a box, which I thought was going to be impossible with a box like this. But let's get the end of hunt rolling. And the hunt giveaway, last chance, because we are going to be picking a winner here shortly. We got 18 in. I'm showing 25 people here, 38 likes. Coining around says best year ever. He made it in for to see the 67. All right, type EOH into chat. That's going to get you entered. I'm bringing that up now. 18 entries. Good luck, everybody. Picking a winner in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. JC likes Pam. Where is my pen? There it is. Congratulations. Let's see what you get. Just need a number of shuffles between number 1 and number 10. He says, Yahoo! 3 shuffles. All right, here we go. 3 shuffles it is. 1, 2, 3. What's it gonna be? Another war pickle. All right, you know what? We'll show him off again. There he is, war pickle. Well, I'll reach up. I'm gonna have to refill that again. All right, war pickle. JC likes Pam. Here is your war pickle. A little green around the edge. Come on. Yeah, 1945 Philly minted war pickle, and it's used.
Hey, how about the pickle? It's used.
All right, JC likes Pam. Hopefully you can get some use out of that as well. Congratulations. Let's get you on the wheel. And while we do that, let's get a number of shuffles in chat between 1 and 10. First number between 1 and 10 in chat be the amount of shuffles to add to the end of stream giveaway. So we got JC likes Pam added to the wheel. We're going to add another item to EOS. And we're not going to add to the EOS. Officially above 0. We're at 1 degree, says Lisa D. Ron Pearce, while we're waiting on shuffles to add to the EOS, if you're not here, I'll get you to pick later. I just grabbed the wrong one. I bought that for me. Ooh. There we go. 3 choices. Right? Yep, 3 choices. Choice number 1, James Bond. That is a bunch of the different movies listed there on the coin in the background. I'll get some of them up under the scope. So you got James Bond, 1 ounce of silver. Actually, I'm curious. There's even tinier writing around the edge. You know, it's fine. 2020. I don't want to take it out of the flip. Four? Yeah, 2024. Bond of the 70s. There we go. So these are all James Bond movies from the 70s listed on there. Either I've lost chat. Oh, no, I haven't. I didn't catch up on it. We are going to do 1 shuffle to add to the EOS. The other option is going to be a 2013 Australian Kookaburra. Then we also have a 2023 Britannia. Those are the 3 options. The kook that I got myself, because I don't have this one. This is one I got myself that I did not put with the rest of my stack. That was a nice one. But Ron Pearce may be laying down. I know he's not feeling well. So we could text to figure his stuff out. But Ron, we got your 40, skunk 90, and then I will get this in a flip for you. And I just realized I can't. I've got to do the coin scoping. I had moved these up out of the way and never got to them, so we still have more coins to scope. Whoops. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. All right, we're adding to the EOS with one shuffle. One shuffle. One shuffle. And it's going to be a dime, which means we shuffle the dime wheel one time. Figure out what dime we're going to put in here. We're going to be putting a mark dime. Into the EOS. EOS winner will also get to add one prize to the envelope. So let's figure out what mark that's going to be. Looking like a 40 something. And that mark dime is going to be a 44 from Philly. And a 44 from Philly. And a 44 from Philly. Holy cow, this is the 44 Philly EOS. Yeah, I still got to put the 2024 nickel in there, but 44. That's crazy. 44 Philly. And 44 Philly. That is crazy how that's worked out. That was not on purpose. All right. So I'm going to run the EOS giveaway for a while. So just type EOS in the chat. Whoops. Type EOS in the chat. Just like that. And then that'll, oh, Ron says he'll do the kook. I knew you'd do the kook. That's why I picked one up. Well, I picked two up, but I didn't have the 30-year one, so they only had one, or I would have picked you up one too. I figured you'd do the kook, so we'll get you that 2013 kook. Kookity kook. So, let y'all get in on the EOS. I'm going to run that for a little while. I'm going to sort out these proofs. There we go. That one up there. Whoop. Nope. Put that one over there. There we go. All right, we're getting people in on the EOS. Awesome. And I'm going to come back down here. Ronald Pearce gets the 2013 kook. I'm going to go ahead and add your 1970 into the flip there with it. So that's what you got flipped up. We still got coins to scope. We're going to do that real quick because, whoops, we made a boo-boo. Let's get these out of the way. Start with the 71s. Hey, hey, boo-boo. All right. Ron's going to enjoy his silver picnic. His proof picnic, rather. Yeah. I don't think it was we. Yeah, I made a boo-boo. Let me get through these DDO candidates real quick. Oh, at a reasonable speed. And that's a nice looking 73D. It is a shame none of these are the DDO. Because they would definitely grade mint state. Well, this one would be the worst of them. It's just from scuffs on the cheek. And a 74. I don't think I peeked at that one. Nope. And a 23. And then we're done with scoping, I think. We still had the 81 variety to look for. All right. Here we go. T-Rep, busy day, big box arrive. Almost a package, but was afraid maybe Lucky Carlisle would say something inappropriate. Wait, David Carlisle, is he in here? I don't see him in here. He would definitely be in on the giveaway if he were here. All right, let's see what you got in the way of proofs, Ron. I'm going to start sorting these. I'm going to 05, 73s, 79, the 72. 2001, here's from the 90s, the 80s. Let's just do it like this. While I'm doing that, I can now move satin finish up to the top row. Give myself more room to mess with these proofs. We got 4 from 87 in the corner there. All right, 79, 89. I know you can't see them all. I'm working on it. A lot from 05. It might just be you buffering. It was an awesome box, Chris Holmes. It's the most finds in a box I think I've had, period. It's a shame it wasn't all silver like that. 86, 06, 01. A lot of moving around to do. We'll get it done. Oh, I'm almost done with the proofs. 73, another 01, 04, another 01, 79, and another 73. Okay, now I can move the NIFCs kind of out of the way so you guys can get a full view on these proofs. Maybe. All right, let's come up a little bit. 2001 times 6, 2002, 2004, 5, 6, and 13. And then we go down to the 90s. You got a 96. And in the 80s, we got 81 times 2. You got an 82, 83, and 86. Running out of space. 87, 88, 89, 72, 73, 74, 77, and 79. That's your spread of years there. All right, Ron got in on the EOS. Yep, so that's what we got as far as proofs go, Ron. Like we talked about earlier, we could just text about uh, what you want to do, what you need, and all that jazz. So you've got 689s, that was close to the top, 7 74s, 6 of the 73s, 6 of the 01s, 5 79s, 488s, 405s, 281s, 277s. Everything else is singles. Also want to make sure you get a good look at that. So I'm going to start. We're going to get your 72 in a tube. 70 tube. I'm going to get a tube or tubes together of the best of the each year. That one's so that's together. 73. That looks like the best 74. Yep. Then I can kind of move them out of my way as I do this. '77, you had two of them. This one on the right is going to be the best. That's even got better cameo. Good. 79. Those have spots. Trying to make sure I do it under the camera. Actually, I think the one here versus that one. This one is the winner. No ring of death. There we go. 81. That was an easy one. No ring of death. 82. 83. 86. 7. Okay, that's the top one on 88 so far. Yep, that one. None of these 89s are great. I'd say it's a top. Nah, it's got a good run ding on it. Bad, however you want to look at it. That one's going to be the winner. Yeah. No ring of death. 196. And for the 01, a lot of milkiness. Scratches in the field. This is a contender. Less milky. Some blue milk toning. A lot of scratches in the field. Yeah, that was fewer scratches in the fields. Probably the better of the cameos. One 2002, one 2004. Dirty fields, dirty fields, dirty fields. The least amount of dirtiness in the fields. Just double checking that. No ring of death. And a 2006 and a 2013. There is a roll of unique proofs. Well, one of them has an ugly edge. Set that aside. My goodness, it's a lot. Hopefully this is helping make you feel better, Ron. I'm just gonna go through the satin finishes next. Let's start sorting the years. So there's not a big range on that. 5, 6. 2009 P and D. 8 Billy. 7 Billy. Denver. Denver. Nope, Billy. Denver. Ring of Death. We'll deal with that in a bit. Billy. Yeah, so we still got all kind of time. We still have an hour until Copper Owl Coins is on, which I'm most likely not going to use up that whole hour here. No 2007 Denvers? Come on. We're getting there. This is all of the satin finish coins. Oh, we do have '07 Denvers. I was just sticking them in the wrong place. Yay! All right, there it is on the satin finish. Yeah, these are all good book fillers here. So what I'm doing right now is basically pulling the best of the best out and getting those together, and then seeing what you want to do with everything else, which we can get to afterwards. But pulling the best of the best means I'm not going to damage your best ones. by making an oopsie. So I think I'm going to start with, yeah, this 05 Denver because you got a couple of good ones out of that. If there's any imperfection, I'm setting it off to the side. There we go. There, we got you a good perfect one there. 05 Philly. I mean, here's the difference. If I can pull, and I'll pull the NIFC here in a minute. Just gonna show you all the difference. See how well it picks up on the camera. We can do that here in a moment. That one off to the side. Scratch. Barely a scratch. Better a scratch. There's your 06 Denver to go in that tube. And I'm just sitting here. This is the least blemished so far. No! That's probably a close second or first. 06 Philly. We got a winner. Alright, 07 Denver. Easy. This one. That one's got a touch of Ring of Death, filled scratches, cheek scratch scuffs, a scuff on the neck there, discoloration in the center, rim dings and scratches there. You got your 07 Philly, 08 Denver, Ring of Death. Let's see, that's got dings on it, so the slide marks. We're going to make that one the winner. 08 Philly. Ring of Death. Major slide marks. So call that one the winner. Now we're on to 2009. Slide marks, slide marks. That's probably, yeah, that's a scratch on the cheek, scratches in the fields. It's got a slight slide mark on the 09 Denver. And we just have the 09 Phillies left to go through on the satin finish coin. That's lacking. That's probably the worst. That was dirty. Bunch of slide marks. Ring of Death. Minor scratches in the field. Big rim ding hitting the field. It's got slide marks and scratches. Big scratch to the ear. This one had a scratch in the R in Liberty. Now, man, that's really close on these two. I'm going to go with the one on the left there. All right, so those are all the unique satin finish. There we go. 87D, we didn't even look at that. 87D, 87P, and 87D. You got 2 sets of each on those. P and D set there, P and D set there. Just setting that aside, and then if I can find 06. The stack. Yep, that stack. All right, and that's not even what I grabbed. See if I can grab a good like 08 or something. Your NIFCs. You've got like 4 rolls of 2016s or something like that. All right. What I was trying to find is, I'll leave this up there. I guess we'll see what you got NIFC wise. 2006, 10, 2005, 3 Denver, 2016. Let's set them off to the side. You got a P and D. I know I've got more of those than everything else, so we'll get through it. 04 Philly. 06 Denver. A lot of this to go through. Oh boy. 04 Denver. 16 Philly. You see me setting a bunch of stuff off to the side. It's their 2016s. Got a lot of those. 2016 Philly. 03 Philly. 16, 16, 03, 02, 16 Philly, 04 Philly, 2013, oh, that's something different. 16 Philly again, and again, and again. 2010 Denver, 4 Philly. See what kind of uniqueness we got going on with your NIFCs. Oh, so apologies for the slow going, but we're still getting people in on the EOS. Got 27 people here. Just sorting out Ron's finds. 04D, 16 Philly. Oh, an 02 Philly, finally. Oh, goodness. I still got a bunch more to go. 02 Denver, 4 Denver, 2 Denver, 4 Philly, 16s again. Okay, 2013D. Oh, we're getting there. I've only got 6 more of these stacks left. 06 Denver. Twice. Wait a minute. That's all supposed to be Denver. Denver, Denver, Denver. Goodness. Hey, Mike Schleiz, welcome in. Good to see you. Um, we got a handful more to go through for Ron, and I'm going crazy right now. No, I'm not. I don't have a spot for the 2011 yet. So just seeing what we got as far as uniqueness in the myriad of finds. And kind of go ahead and sorting that out for Ron. Then we can go ahead and move on to the EOS giveaway. 07 Denver. The 2016 Philly. Denver. Philly. All right. Finally something else on 02. 06D. Hey, we got a P&D on the 05s. 16s on P. And this is all the 2016 Phillies so far. I still got 4 stacks this size to go through. (2018). Yep. Guess we'll move 2009 down here. 10 and 11. Oh, well, I need to subtract one because that wasn't supposed to be in there. That's not an NIFC. 06 Denver, Ring of Death. 03 Phillies. There we go, 18. P&D on the 18s. 2015. 2019. Another Philly there. 5D. 16. There we go, 2007. Oh, we needed the Philly. All right, 2019's got P&D as well. I know I'm not organized at the bottom. We'll get there. 05 Philly. 3D. 3D. 13. Goodness. 3D, 4P. 4D. 2 Philly. 4 Philly. 16 Denver. Yeah, we only got 1 stack to go through after this. 5 Denver. 16 Philly. 4 Denver. 2 Philly. 2 Denver. And 4 Philly. Last stack. 16 Philly. 3 Denver, 2 Denver, 6 Denver, 3 Denver, and Philly. Another 16 Philly. Another 3 Philly. 2 Denver, 4 Philly, 4 Philly, 3 Philly, 4 Philly, 16 Denver, and 4 Philly. Goodness. All right. This is all 2016 Philly. Even though it stacks up a little bit. That would take a bit to sort out. And then 4, 8, 12, 15 2016 Denvers. And then looks like you got 02 through 06 Philly and Denver. A couple of Denver minute 07s. And then we move into 09. You got 1 Denver minute 09, 2 from 2010, 2011, nothing from 2012. 2013, you've got 4 Denver mints. 2015, a Denver mint. Oh, whoop. 2014, a Philly mint. And then 18, you got a set of Philly and Denver. And then 19, you've got Philly and 2 Phillies and a Denver. Woo! All right, let's fix this. Let's move that back down to 158 because one of those was a 2001. All right. Oh, and then looks like Ron's already hit me up. Uh, let's see. Give me just a moment. All right. So, all right. I appreciate that, Ron. I'm gonna text you back after the stream. So, don't want to just leave you on red like that. But I wanted to go over what all you got going on there because I know that is a lot to keep up with during the stream. But I'll finish getting you packaged up. I did want to get the best of the best pulled aside and put together as sets. Make that a little bit easier on you. Whew. All right. So we got EOS giveaway going on. Ooh, I didn't leave myself space, did I? That's okay. That's okay. I just got to find this. So we got the 2024 P nickel I still need to take care of. Other than that, we got 1944 Philadelphia minted Weedy, War Pickle, and Merc Dime in the EOS. So EOS winner, you're going to have to give me some shuffles between 1 and 10 when you win. So good luck, everybody. We're going to get into the EOS. I got 20 people in, 23 watching. So here you go. Good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. PTF stacking. I can't do your, I guess I have to do 10 shuffles for you. Or 3. I can't remember. Congrats, PTF. He says, woohoo. A number between 1 and 10, including 1 and 10. Doesn't have to be 2 through 9. Number 1 through 10. There we go. However that works. Just give me a number. We'll get you another item added to the envelope. He's trying to figure out what number he needs to pick to get that ounce of silver. It's not an ounce. It's a 3. It's a quarter ounce. All right, 3 shuffles. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, spin! And I believe that envelope is in the charity chest. Let's pull it out. It is not. It is not in the charity chest. I have it here somewhere then. Little charity chest. We'll get your spin taken care of. Alright. Or we'll try to. I guess I don't have one going for it. Alright. We're going to do PTF spin again. I'm going to go ahead and add something to the charity chest when we get done with PTF's spin, which is another Wheatie and 3 shuffles on the bonus wheel. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be a 50s nickel. Well, there goes our 44 minted in Philly run. That's okay. All right, let's get your Wheatie and your nickels. Here's the Wheatie. Your Wheatie is a 1941. Philly minted. And I didn't write that down, did I? Wheatie plus 50s. Nickel for PTF. All right. Let's get your 50s nickel and your 2024 Philly nickel. All right, 50s. I'm just going to pull off the top here. You got a 54. And that's going to be minted in Denver. And let's get that 24 Philly for you, PTF. Congratulations. Hey, typos are fun. My fingers haven't been wanting to work right lately. All right, I got way too many rolls of nickels. Well, no, I don't. Those are the die chip 2023s. Buffalo War Nickels. Ooh, Buffalo War Nickels. I think this is 2024. Or are these the other die chip? We're about to find out. Okay, these are the 2024s. And that was the ender. I just leave it on top. I know y'all can't see it. I'm at the coin shelf. There we go. Oh. And your 2024 Philly nickel. Still have to add one of those to end of month giveaway. That is out of a... This ain't even the right flip. Hold on. It was laying on top of them. That's better. Now we're getting there. Staple that up for you. You're welcome, sir. Appreciate you hanging out in the chat. Oh. Got a lot to go through here for Ron, but I'll get to it. I'll get through it today. There we go, PTF. We're going to get that in your envelope. We're going to get your name on the end of month giveaway. Will, speaking of end of month giveaways, we're going to do our end of month giveaway at the end of the month. Shocking news, I know. But by that, I mean New Year's Eve. This one will be doing that. So let's get PTF added. All right, here we are. Let's save that. So that's everybody so far. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my calendar while we're here. Just, all right. So we'll have boxes for next weekend. I know Ron Pearce is getting in on some of that action. William E. is getting in on some of that action as well. Well, not next weekend. Next weekend, I think it's William E. But we'll see come Friday. We actually get halves in. The week of Christmas, verified, I'll be able to pick up halves Christmas Eve. So we'll be able to do a stream the 28th, and New Year's Eve, we'll be able to do a stream then because they verified that they'll get me my halves on New Year's Eve. So, end of month giveaway is going to happen technically January 1st. We're going to do a stream New Year's Eve. I don't have a time set yet. But that's when we're going to be opening up all our enders from the year that, well, our enders, my enders. And I think some of those, that's going to be what the giveaways are. So we've got a couple of roll of halves, a few rolls of nickels. I'm going to open up a roll of 1982 cents. And I know it's a mixture and it's from the same batch of 82s, but it's tails on either end. So I need to get them in tubes. But here's our two $half enders, our 40% enders from our personal hunts. So the giveaway will be, excuse me, the enders themselves. So we'll open the roll and get you the ender out. And if there's anything else in there, well, congrats channel, you get stuff. So these rolls are for the channel. Let's see, if we get to 500 by then, I don't think we will, but we might. If we get to 500 subscribers, then we will also have giveaways for that. And it looks like I'm wrong. I've got one roll I'm probably never going to open. Well, never say never. But you got 2024, 2025. This was the box that went from, I got a box of 2024s, and the last few rolls were 2025, but this roll had both 2024 and 2025 on it. And then I started getting 2025 nickels again. So we've got an older nickel ender that I would count as a find. And then we got a war pickle. So this war pickle will be a giveaway as well. I think we'll do a 25 likes. We'll still do end of stream, end of month giveaway on New Year's Eve. It's our ender year celebration. But I think the EOS will get the prize wheel like always. I'm not sure how I'm going to lay out the rest of the stuff. Who knows? May have other ender rolls to throw in there by the time we get to it. But it'll be fun. So y'all are all welcome to come and hang out. I know Coining Around, he'll be doing a hangout as well. So thanks everybody. We're going to get into, wait, people are still typing EOS. PTF already won the EOS. Cami, Lisa, Joe, Maple Leaf Numismatics. No, so that we'll be doing the end of month giveaway on New Year's Eve. Is when we'll be doing that. But as a reminder, you do not need to be present to win for the end of month giveaway, just the other giveaways. So thank you all so much for being here. I'm gonna take a rest for a little bit and get back with Ron on all this stuff. And oh, I'm lost too. I started 15 minutes late, but I was also more than an hour behind on my setup and everything. We had some technical difficulties and we got through it. But congrats again on your hunt, Ron Pearce. Thank you for purchasing the box. And I think that's going to do it. We'll have fun next Sunday. But until then, we'll see you here shortly over at Copper Owl Coins. Make sure you get over there by 3 so you can get in on the Wise Owl giveaway. And then at 6:45 over at Coining Around. We'll see y'all later. Take care. And thank you all.